The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we're about ready to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hand off to the fullback. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Complete on third down. Running to Green. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here comes the option. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. by himself in the backfield. Thomas back to pass. With the catch, it's Reeder. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for space, it's Reeder. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reeder. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Fires to the tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Thomas looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They got it. It's blocked.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the left. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. He's at the 40. Past the 20. slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Thomas back to pass. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hand, it's Covey. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to two. Nice.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the back. On the option. Now the toss. At the 40, there he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Falcons will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Thomas looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. On the move, he fires. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Going downfield for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. This one's complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Wildcats want to move quickly. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Northwestern.
Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown Falcons. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Thomas back to pass. Buys a little extra time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets the back moving. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Thomas looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grab near the marker is Covey. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Touchdown, Northwestern! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when he was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute and score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And he puts through the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Makes the catch. It's Harrell. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Thomas back to pass. Using the quick game. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Touchdown Wildcats. And the comeback is on.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Creates a little room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll toss it to the left. There he goes. Sweet spin. The 10. Touchdown Air Force. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
The extra point is blocked. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
27, Northwestern, 14.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Thomas looking to fire. That pass is incomplete. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Under fire. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the 2nd half.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 21 to North Carolina.
Thomas back to pass.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Finds his man, it's Covey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Great place to start for this offense. On the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Burrell. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on 4th.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tries to get it on the ground. Got room to work. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run?
Oh, he's got some space.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? They'll go to the ground. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length.
Touchdown, Falcons! And the stomping has commenced. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're dealing with a second and long.
Set, ready.
Oh, a quarterback sneak on second down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
First down for this offense. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Finds his man. It's Harrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play. Time after time after time after time. And that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship. You wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Air Force Falcons, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Air Force's offense will start this game off with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And
he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Let's go. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for...
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Running to the left. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Connection to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, going to the air. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Quarterback may change this route. The give to the fullback. Turning it on. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Falcons headed quickly to the line. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, then those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
Motion from the back. Going to the running game. Hard running there. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the fullback. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Knocked off his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. The Falcons will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Sticks it in his belly. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Behind the line, it's Beasley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Falcons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Burrell. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They'll run the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll come out on his drive and let it rip. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Air Force! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball in the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snagged in the middle. It's Beasley. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Morton. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Line is set on third down. They'll send the back in motion. The big fullback's got it. Oh, he's got a chance. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The option look. There he goes. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Sends it back in motion. Give to the fullback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down. Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. Nice job by the defensive lineman. And get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. That defensive front was a stone wall on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Barrels ahead. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rebels offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Wants to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Find some fresh air.
The returner brings it out to the 30. And the Air Force offense will take over 1st
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead.
Here we go.
Here comes the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Toss sweep right. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Now on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Oh, better look out. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. Lining up for the PAT. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it.
Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
going to swing it on second down. Finds his back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Catch in the middle. It's Beasley. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Morris. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
High the chains now on second and long. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Got enough for the first. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was... impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Looking to throw on first down.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Run it with the fullback. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. On the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Off play action on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Brings it down on the right side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to the ground with the running back. Plows through the defense. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Rebels will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. From midfield, looking for room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Found the spot in the defense. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. It's a seam wide open. 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Let's show them what we're made of, D.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator.
Here we go, here we go.
The give to the tailback. Looking for room at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.